Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. It is Tuesday, so that means that there's not much going on foot, but it's a good day to talk about some stuff. It's like a midweek upload. The promo has just ended. Sorry for all the rant videos, but it's important that EA understand the amount of money that they spend and don't upgrade on servers is kind of embarrassing. Now, we do have a ton to talk about today, guys. We won another draft last night for you guys, for the YouTube. I know you guys seem to be really liking how I guess we start off the videos with a draft, a draft packs. I don't know. People seem to really like it. So we do have two sales. I just relisted cards. Wow. So best ofs went out of packs about 10 minutes. No. 2 hours ago. And I made a move. All right, I'm going to show you guys what I did, man. Hold on. Because I was talking about it yesterday, how you guys already seen that I have invested in some of these. And so what I did was last night I bought some more because they came back down again. They didn't go down a ton, but they went down a little bit last night, and I was like, wait a second. I have 3 million coins. Let me buy some Ben Yedders, some Dybalas, and some Nangolans, because the way it worked was that Ben Yedder went up to like 230, 220. Last night he went back down to 210. This was on Sunday, he went to 230. Nangolan went to 220. Last night I got some at 193. And Dybala went up to 140, and last night he went back down to 130. So some of these guys had went back down a little bit. So I was like, you know what? I'm too lazy to get on icons or special cards and trade. Why don't I just put some coins into these cards instead of having to wait for a fluctuation? Just know that these guys are going out of packs tomorrow morning, and people are going to realize, and it's going to be like, oh, wow. Now, 2 draft packs, guys. I'm absolutely loving Foot Draft this year. I don't know what. Is that an icon flare? I don't know what. Is that a silver flare? What the hell is that? I'm loving Foot Draft this year. I'm loving the casualness of the game mode. I'm loving the gameplay responsiveness. It seems to be very responsive, the game mode. So I kind of play this when I'm just chilling playing FIFA. I play Foot Draft, man. It's fun. Wow, Bellerin's 4.5k, so we'll take that for sure. So that's a nice little pull. And we'll store the rest in the club. The good news is that hopefully some of these, these non-rares and these guys start to prop back up in price a little bit because of the lack of supply going on in the market. Now we've got a mega pack to go ahead and get into. This is actually a decent, okay set of draft awards, although we got nothing out of them. Wow. So I was expecting at least a board down from those rewards. We didn't get anything. So that was a pretty poor draft. We'll probably at worst break even on the rewards, which is sad, but it is what it is. It's the state of FIFA that we live in. Any duplicates here that we should be, looking into or concerned about? Not really. This guy's 400 coins. All right, so unless this guy may sell. No, he's a little bit, but nothing really that big. So I want to show you guys some moves that I had made. Last night, guys. So these were bought on Sunday, right? All of these that you can see, they put them in order. So Kimmich, we bought at 48. I think he's up at like 63, which is really good. He was too cheap. Now, these are the ones that we had re-picked up last night. So Ben Yedder, as I was talking about, went up to 230, like 225 on Sunday. Now, part of that was because he linked with Cesc Fabregas. So that was a big deal because he got a strong link. And everybody was like, oh my God, I got to get this card. He's going to link with him. He's going to go up. So Ben Yedder, if you guys are somehow not aware, is one of the most popular players in FIFA Ultimate Team. So for me, it was a no-brainer that when he went back down again last night, I was like, you know what, let me get a few. So I did pick up a few at like 205 to 210. I wish I bought more. Maybe you guys said that 212 one. And then Paulo Dybala is another one that I feel like this guy is such a popular player. He was 240K. And yeah, so you guys know the initial investment. It's like dollar averaging, right? The initial investment that I had made, we got some at 114, 115, 116. And so what I decided to do was last night he went back down again to 130. And I just got on bid, man. I did it on bid. I remember that Holy Spirit always tells me, who's a very good trader, that he's always bidding. So I hopped on bid a little bit. I said, let's try it out because the bids were getting swept up at 135, 134. And we won some really good prices. We got a 122, a 128, a 128, a 128, and that's really good. We got another 125. So he's 145 at the moment and probably will continue to rise. Very popular, very cheap. Ronaldo link. And then Nangolan's a perfect example as well. I actually just relisted my cards, my transfer list, and one insta-sold at 220. So I'm assuming that Nangolan is at least 220 or around that price. He's about 225. Now, he does have a lot of supply, so he's a little bit scary. I don't know. Out of all the cards that I've seen, he looks a little bit scary in terms of the supply. But again, right, already looking at 20 to 25. No. How much profit is that? At least like 20K, 25K? Now, I haven't checked this price, but Dries Mertens at 290 seemed low. The reason why I like Mertens, he's about I think he's like 315. Now, Mertens I like because Mertens links with Allen. And Mertens also links with Nangolan in form. A lot of those Napoli players are in teams. Insigne Scream. So I thought about it for that reason, to invest in him, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know. We'll just kind of fill that one out. We'll see how that goes. You guys can see here Ben Yedder, and then I'm starting to look at Kyle Walker because this guy got to 380 last night, like 370, and he's kind of back down a bit again. So I've been looking on this Kyle Walker for like a 330, a 340. I keep seeing a 340. Earlier he was 335 on the market, so I'm just kind of looking for that price that I like. And if I can get it, I can get it. If I can't, I can't, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get that price. So that's a little bit of an update on the club. As for the market, guys, it's going to do really well this week. I told you guys that the market's going to do really well. And we're seeing it even in some of the top tier cards. You don't even need to look at the best of cards to know about it. The market in general should do really well this week. I want to just kind of also take a look with you guys in the club to see if we had club stocked any of the other best ofs that we haven't talked about. Because those went out of packs today, so obviously those have a big mark. No, it's basically the ones that were on the trends list. Nothing crazy. I need your guys' opinions as well. As you guys know, I talked about the weekend league and kind of my thoughts on it. What do you guys think I should do about the weekend league, man? Like, should I start playing to just 14 or 17 wins? Like, not putting pressure on myself, play 5 games a day? I guess just let me know in the comments down below. I don't want to finish weekend league anymore, and I don't want to take it competitively. So maybe using, like, different squads every weekend, or maybe you guys send me squads that you want me to try out in the weekend league, and we try them out or something. So I don't have to buy, like, really expensive players. Maybe we try, like, cheap teams, and you guys kind of get to see how they play. Something like that, man. If you guys want to spice it up with the weekend league and do that, that's cool with me. I just need you guys to communicate with me via YouTube comments or Twitter, or maybe just hop in a live stream and be like, yo, I watched this video. I think you should try doing this, because that tells me that you guys want to see that, and that's the best way to do it. So back to the discussion of what we got to talk about is the big boys, right? Some of the icons. I think this is what a lot of people want to talk about. And these guys are doing very well at the moment because we had talked about there's this injection of coins that came into the market, right? People got a lot richer from this promo. And the reason for that was that it was a pack promo. That was all there was to it, guys. It was just a pack promo. So people went out after the promo and they spent coins, right, on players. Hullet is like 6.25 now, which is a 250 to 300K increase from his price last week. This is interesting because on Friday, as I told you guys in my upload, I was like, yo, take a look at this panic selling. I remember when we hopped on that Friday upload, I was showing you guys, like, look at all these Hullets, man. There was 5 Hullets on the market at 6 mil, and now he seems pretty steady up at this price. I wanted to take a look at a Ronaldo because I saw somebody on Twitter tweeted out about a Ronaldo being up at 7 mil yesterday. So is he back? He's back up again. He's like 7.7. That's crazy. So that's some really good profit if you bought him. Now, somebody that I've seen that's gone up the most out of anybody so far has been Cruyff, man. This guy has gone from like 3.3. That's actually cheap, man. I think that's kind of cheap. I don't know. I know that yesterday he sold at 3.7. So that is just mental in terms of like that rise and looking at that as like a... This Cruyff is also up at what? 2.8. So this is up a lot too. Now, primes come out, guys, in 15 days. Just to keep you guys like going with that. I think primes come out in the middle of December. Should you panic sell? I would say no. I think these cards are going to be very expensive and not going to be on the market is my thoughts on it. So don't panic sell. Now, this Friday, guys, I think Team of the Group stage is coming. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I think. But what I did want to show you guys was that EA Sports, I guess it's their Australia, New Zealand Twitter. So they tweeted out about Futmas, which is really interesting to me because I thought Futmas is not until like halfway through December. So I didn't think Futmas is still 2 weeks from now. That's my like take on it. I thought Futmas was in 2 weeks from now. And if you look on their Twitter, it says, for your chance to win a Futmas player item, show us how you plan to give the gift of football this year. Apply your entry with the hashtags, EA contest, visit Foot United for entry details. So maybe they're running a little bit of a promotion, I guess, to get the Futmas hype started. I don't really understand, man, but super interesting to see EA is already talking about Futmas a little bit. And I was thinking that was not going to come for a little while. Another thing that you guys should be on the lookout for, and I also want to talk about this market today, the road to the final market is absolutely exploding, and it's because these cards are so rare that they have almost no supply. Like, let's take a look, for example, at Goretzka's supply on the market. You guys are going to laugh at this, man. He has 3 pages on the PlayStation market. If you don't understand how rare that is, it is really rare to have 3 pages on the PlayStation market. On Xbox, I'm sure it's like a page or a page and a half. So these cards are exploding. What I will tell you guys to just not be careful, but I guess be a little bit more aware of, is that these cards are going to get another set of cards, I think, within the next month. Last year, I had remembered that. I think they got a new set of cards around December, end of December. I think it was early January, end of December. We got new Road to the Final cards and all that good stuff. So These will come out again, guys. I think we will get more of these, and they will come out. So maybe these cards get a little bit of a correction. All I'm saying is that you have the chance, I think, with a few of these cards, right? Let me give you an example. Maybe like Ousmane Dembele. Now, this guy is super meta, so it's probably not a great example, but a lot of people invest in these cards for the team purpose and not necessarily like the player purpose. Dembele's more of the player purpose, but you guys probably understand what I'm saying, right? So if EA drops another player, like maybe an Arthur, road to the final, and people want to just pick Barca, this card may get sold a bit just because people want to just choose the cheaper Barca option instead of having a card that's a million coins. But in my opinion, you probably won't see that large of a market impact in general. So another thing you guys can also do, just giving you guys some tips and stuff for this upcoming week. This Thursday, in my opinion, the market is going to explode. So it's not a bad time to look into some Thursday flips or investments, things like that. There's the usual players that you guys can go for, which a lot of you guys already know those usual players. You got your past Team of the Week informs that are super in demand. Ducore is one of them that this guy probably does really well on every single Thursday. There's not been a weekend league where I haven't seen this guy like 70K at some point. So the way you do it, you just put one in your club, right? And you're good to go. You're ready to sell that on Thursday. That is something that I have seen as like a routine. You guys should start to watch some of these players. There are certain players that just follow a certain trend every single week, regardless of the week, where you guys can go and invest in them. And I think also it makes for a good opportunity for you guys to start to look into golds, because golds on Thursdays are doing really well, and I think they'll do really well this Thursday. Leroy Sané was one that I had last Thursday that did really well. He was 110 last night. Wow, he's already 115. So the way you would invest in these golds, and now that they're up a bit, okay, that's really cheap. The way you would invest in these guys is that you would wait for a supply of packs to come via SBCs, and you'd buy after like the second hour of the pack, right? So if EA comes out today and they drop a 25K pack or a mega pack, what you would do is you would be waiting for that supply to hop onto the market. You would hop on Futmas and you would look at, say, hey, I want to look at the players that I feel like may go up on Thursday. So maybe whether that's Aubameyang or Aguero or some of these types of players, because I'm telling you guys right now, people are going to be ready to spend this Thursday. It's going to be a good day for the market. A lot of coins coming in. I could see this Aubameyang being 165 to 170. I think a lot of people are going to go out and splurge on teams. So wait for a pack supply. Don't just buy based off this video, but wait for a pack supply to come in, and then go strike, right? Go for it, man. It's going to be something that I think could be really good for some of you guys to make some really easy coins. And I think any outstanding investments that any of you guys have, just wait till Thursday, Friday, man. The weekend league is going to boost up. It's going to boost a lot of prices this weekend. Just keep in mind, if anything that you have that maybe isn't up as much as you had wanted at this time right now, just wait. It's going to go crazy this weekend. Pending that we don't have any serious promo, like Team of the Group stage might drop some cards in terms of like people like selling a Dembele to go get another card. But in terms of generic golds and all that, unless we don't get like crazy lightning rounds and stuff, market should be chilling this weekend. Should be a really good weekend of all that. Now, I'm taking a look at this Lewandowski because he's 170 already, which is sick, guys, because I have invested in about 40 of these at 120 to 130. So at this moment, I'm making 30,000 coins a card. If you take a look at 40 of these, that's 1.2 million coins already. So that's great. And he's killing it for me. I think the other one that you guys see that I have a lot of is Riyad Mahrez. And we could take a look at Mahrez. We have probably, I don't know where Mahrez is in price, but we have a lot of this dude at like 69 to 70. So he's 91 right now. He's going to do really well this Thursday, in my opinion. I think he's over 100 in my eyes. I don't see another way where he's not over 100. So that's all good. And then another one that I was hoping to get on today, but I think he might be up a little bit too much, Luka Modric, right? He was undervalued this weekend. If you compare him to the likes of Frankie de Jong, he's really undervalued. He's a high Madrid link. He links to Mendy, Ramos, all those players, Varane. He's going to go up a lot, in my opinion. I think this is way too low still. I'm not buying it at this price, though, but I'm going to watch this guy like a hawk. I would love low 120s again. Don't think I'll end up getting it, but that would be a price that I would be in love with if I could get back there, because I think that this guy is a really good pickup this week. I have about, at the moment, like 10 to 15 of them at that mid 115, 120 range, but I'm looking to get more. I think Kimmich is probably a ship that has also sailed. Let me take a look at Kimmich, but I love Kimmich as well, man. Kimmich is a dude that sold up at 100 last Thursday. I think he was like 140. So, he's 63 right now. He's starting to progress upwards a bit too. So I think I might be a little bit late on some of those cards. But it is what it is, right? We can't get greedy because we already have a ton of these cards. So it is what it is, guys. Thank you guys for watching the video today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Just a little bit of an update. Let me know if you guys want to see anything else on the channel, man. That's always the biggest thing to say in the comments, like things you guys want to see, all that kind of stuff. I don't know what you guys are interested in, man. That's the thing. Like, I know that a lot of you guys watch for the market and the menu concept. I don't know what else you guys want to see, but if you want to see other things, just let me know. And so, yeah, thanks for watching, boys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.